You know, before I say anything on resilience proper, it's important for me to recognize that whatever I have to offer is as much inherited as it's been discovered. It's something that has been passed down to me even more than it's something I've learned. You see, we are all gathered together under this tree of resilience by generations of women and men who have generously shared their wisdom, experience, and strength with us and with our communities through the years. In my case, it's a single mother who worked night and day to sustain her family. A father who faced his alcoholism with humility and perseverance, if not perfection. A community of kupuna who lost not only our ancestral land, but our language and our expressions of culture and identity, yet who somehow found their ability to dance in a new and foreign land, a land upon which they had lived all their lives. And so, if I have any insight to offer on resilience, let me first acknowledge that it's something others have given first to me. Now, as I look back to this past year, to the upheaval, disruption, and loss of 2020, be it personally within my home, or individually within me, or outwardly within our community of Christ Church here in Grosse Pointe, a few touchstones quickly emerge: grounding, adaptability, and acceptance. Almost immediately last March, we had to re-clarify what was true and what was essential. As a community, this meant reassuring ourselves that God is present, even in the midst of these sea changes we were experiencing, working with and through us still to bend the arc of human society, the arc of our very lives, toward compassion and fullness of life for all. More tangibly, it meant that we as a community had to reassert what was essential to our common life in Christ, which meant, of course, that we had to learn to adapt quickly. We had to take what is true and essential to our particular common life and find new ways and practices that would sustain us, sustain one another and our community at large. Some cherished things needed to be let go of. Some old things needed new clothes, so to speak. And some once unimaginable things needed imagining, as we strove not only to survive, but to support human flourishing even now. Finally, we had to learn again to accept the limits of our lives and to rely on graceful acceptance from one another. This was not resignation in any way, but a profound acceptance, rooted in grace and affection from and for one another, that we are in fact bringing our broken best to this moment, an acceptance marked by grace and affection that propelled us, dared us even, to risk something new.